Hey everybody, this is Marcellus Troy Alexander, Inspiration with Troy Alexander live one more time. We are excited tonight to be here with these amazing young ladies. I'm so honored tonight to have them on our broadcast. But before we go there, listen, stay connected with us. Troy Alexander on Facebook, on Instagram. I love taking photos at Pick by Design. Listen, we're on YouTube, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. And guess what? Our nonprofit called to inspire.org, call to inspire.org. Listen, we wrote this book of poetry to encourage and also to inspire. You can get it right now on Amazon.com. Poems Inspiring Dreams, Purpose, and Destiny by Marcellus Troy Alexander. Every week, we come on here to encourage you to hold on to your dream. Our motto is dream, take that step, and walk with purpose into your destiny. So tonight, it's time. Listen, there's no mountain too high that you can't climb. But I'm excited, y'all. Listen, these two young ladies, listen, they are 13-year-of-age twins. They are models. They are actresses, singers, dancers, and more. Listen, they've been featured in, my goodness, iFashion magazine, Level 21 magazine, Young Fashions magazine, IndiKids magazine. Listen, Daytime magazine, they are brand ambassadors for the Princess Kingdom, owner/designer Shanae White, and Promise Clothing by Lesa, Patte, I believe. Listen, they're honor roll students, community service, tutoring young people. Listen, food and toy drives. My goodness, preparing meals for the homeless and more. They are Child Models of the Year, Carolina's Fashion Awards. Let's welcome KASYEN and KENSYEN. How are you tonight?
We're doing good. It's great to be here.
Listen, it's such an honor to have you on our broadcast tonight. I gotta ask you, what age, if you remember, because you're 13 now, what age did you start into the modeling industry?
We started at 4 years old.
At 4 years old. Wow. What now, do you remember that time?
Yes, we do. It was actually kind of a weird thing because we didn't really expect it. We didn't expect it to happen because it was just kind of backstage.
Wow. Wow. Amazing. At the age of 4. And what is it about modeling that you enjoy so much?
It's the overall experience.
Wow.
Just waiting and learning, and then seeing your family and friends after, happy, and then knowing you slayed the runway. So
I love it. I love it. And so tell me, do you ever get nervous?
Very. Yeah, when you're waiting in line, it's just like you're waiting and then you're seeing other people go, but you know you have to go still. I feel like it's something psychological you're anticipating when you're gonna go.
Oh, and so wait a minute. You really get nervous because you don't look nervous when you're on the runway. So you're really nervous before you go on?
Yes.
Now, what do you feel once you hit that runway? Like, are you still nervous or do you feel more confident once you start to walk?
Full concentration down the runway, going back. It's just like we do our thing. Like it was nothing like how we were when we were backstage.
Wow. Wow. And so I gotta ask you, like, you know, going to the backstage part of it, like being so young and all that you do and everything, like, how was that experience like learning how to change clothes really fast for multiple designers and change, like, how was that part for you?
It's a process for sure. You have to get used to it because it can be chaotic at times, but it's a runway at the end of the day and it's fun. So
Wow. Wow. Listen, do you tell yourself anything at all, like before you go on? Do you have any kind of thing that you do before shows? Like are there things that you do before you go onto the runway to kind of prepare yourself?
I'm nervous. That's what we say a lot. We look at the walls, just like we play sticks, we play little games like to help us calm down our fear.
Wow. Wow. Well, listen, I'm so proud of you both. You are just so amazing and phenomenal and awesome.
Thank you.
And I'm telling you, when you hit that runway, when I see your photos, there's something truly special about you both. And I mean, it is truly amazing and phenomenal. So again, so proud of you. So I want to ask you, which fashion show has been the most different, the most unique? Because I saw the one, right? There were like these racing cars and all that. Like, what has been the most unique fashion show that you've been a part of?
I feel like it's the one where modeling with disabled kids. It feels like we were kind of uplifting them a little bit. I think it
Wow,
was new and heartfelt and stuff like that. There's like many different models there, especially like with this disabled kids and stuff. It just felt good to see a smile on their face. And it just made me happy too. So that was good.
wow, KENSYEN and KASYEN. Listen, don't make me cry on my own show now. Okay. I'm not supposed to cry on my own show. That is so powerful. I love what do you think your heart has come from? Because listen, I mean, I'm reading your bio, right? And you're doing toy drives and you're doing food drives. You're making food for the homeless. And I also understand that you also have done some things to help youth that are in foster care as well. Where does your heart come from? Like, what do you think that came from?
From God, He's definitely helped us throughout this whole experience. So just very grateful for Him.
Wow, wow. So your faith is a big part of your journey thus far?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, wow. Listen, I gotta ask you, you are in so many magazines, you're on so many platforms. Tell me about the first time that you saw yourself either featured in a magazine or on the cover of a magazine. What was that like?
It just didn't feel real. Like, imagine seeing your face just printed on a piece of paper. I feel like anybody normal would just be like, whoa, hold on. Like, I've not really seen this for real. And just like showing everybody, it felt like a special feeling, like you took a sense of pride in that, in your work.
And so it didn't seem real, did it?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm telling you, when I see your photos, I saw you doing a photo shoot. I think it was in New York City. I think in Central Park, I think it was, or some park like that. But it was beautiful. Do you ever get nervous doing photo shoots?
No, it's always calm, and then you also have time to work on your poses and stuff, and you always have each other, so that's fun. It's more flexible when you're doing the photo shoot rather than a runway. Yeah, I mean, because you have more time to correct yourself versus on a runway where you only have one chance. So.
Wow, listen, that's amazing, and that's so true, right? And if you take a bad shot, but you can do it over, right? But on the runway, it's one shot, right? So, but I love how you understand, right? How different parts and you can do it over, and it takes time, and you're more calmer doing the photo shoots. What has been the longest photo shoot, if you can remember, that you've done to date?
I'm not sure, but it definitely takes more preparation. The more preparation, the less time it takes to do. Versus like if you have many different centers to photo shoot at, that would just take a long time.
So now you got to tell me how you prepare. Now, let's do the runway first. Do you practice at all at home or elsewhere, like, or every day, once a week, once a month? Like, do you know how to walk now that you don't really have to practice? But tell me about that process.
We don't really have to practice, but it's just if we have like different outfit wear that we have to practice in. For example, like a long dress, we have to get it fitted to us and then try it on, see if it works, too long, too short, and different shoes, like we're wearing high tops and stuff. So we have to get accustomed to it. And we also have like many different routines that we practice for. Like there might be certain ways we go into the runway, exit the runway, what we do in the runway. I feel like it's all just a matter of how you prepare for it.
And you're telling me now, let me ask you this question. Have you taken model walk classes at all?
Probably once or twice. We've taken like model boot camps from Candace Rushing. We did a boot camp in 2014, I believe. Like they taught us how to model, like work in different poses and walk down the runway. But I believe we were really young when we did that, but it stuck with us.
Wow. I mean, so does it seem like it came natural?
It really did come natural. I mean, it kind of runs in our family with our brother modeling, so that helps a lot.
Yes, your brother's amazing. I've seen I've seen him. I've seen his pictures. I'm like, what is that like to have a brother that you can look up to or that you can go to?
It's just very comforting to know like you have someone that can always be there for you and also help you. So I mean, it's really great, honestly. It's kind of like a warm blanket. Like you wrap it around you, you know, you have that sense of comfort. Like if you come to a certain place.
Wow. Wow. Listen, I'm so in awe of you both. I mean, I'm sitting here talking to superstars, right? And you're in magazines. You're going to be in more covers of magazine. Like, do you want to like be on more covers? Is that something that you have a goal for?
It's definitely something I want to continue doing, but not like my dedicate my full life to it, but something that I would still have a passion for.
Wow. And so, um, would you want to model full time if you could, like do it as a full time job? Is that something that you would do or not? Not quite yet.
Not quite yet. I would still have to decide if I still want to do it or if I find something else to do. So I feel like it kind of built up a sense of shock. We go from the curtains to the back, they'll be like, whoa, whoa, like we can keep on going each time.
Wow, wow. What is it? What is it? Do you feel like you are famous?
Definitely in school when people search you up, you're on Google. Yes, I am. And then just having to deal with that. So I'm just like, yes, I am.
And how does that feel? Like, do you feel like, is it empowering or is it humbling? Like, what is it like? Or would you prefer them not to know?
Sometimes I want them to know. At the same time, I mean, I have to have that confidence. Like, yeah, they are gonna know. You just have to let it be like that and accept it, and it's gonna be like that. And you have to have confidence with it.
Wow. How do you both stay so humble?
Mm. It's honestly through God because not to have like an ego so big where you're just blind and stuff. So it's definitely very humbling when stuff happens. Like, okay, well, it wasn't meant for me anyways, but grateful for every opportunity that we get.
And I don't know, you all talked, are you really 13? Because you
Yes.
all, you're really like I'm hearing you and I'm seeing like so much I'm learning from, and those who are watching are learning from you, and you're about to turn 14, which I'm gonna like, happy birthday. But just so amazing to be 13 and to hear you talk from such an experienced place. It's amazing. Listen, I saw that you were nominated for the Heartfelt Fashion and Academy Award, where they seek to create leaders by building self-esteem and equality to defeat bullying through fashion. So I want to ask you, what was that like, if you can remember, being being recognized for that, but then also too, have you ever been bullied at all?
We haven't been bullying, but it's just certain insults by certain people. I feel like they're just projecting their insecurities onto people and they shouldn't be.
Wow. So I gotta ask you then, how do you deal with social media, right? Because I know it can be sometimes it can be such a positive influence, right? But it can also be negative with all the comments. Have you ever had to deal with any kind of negative comments like that?
And we have before, but our mom filters it, so it goes through her first.
Good. Shout out to mom. That's an awesome support to have with your mom. So listen, um, is there a fashion show that you would love to be a part of?
Probably Dubai Fashion Week. I just love Dubai. It's just a very exotic place. Sightseeing, honestly.
Dubai. Have you ever been there before?
I don't want to go there. I am going to go there.
Yes. Listen, I love that. Listen, KENSYEN, I love the fact that, right, there's a declaration that you're making, right? I love that. He said, I'm going there. I love that. I love that. That was awesome and amazing. I'm so proud of you, KASYEN and KENSYEN, just the fact that you are going to Dubai. So let me know when you go, because I want to make sure that I can do all I can to help. But I love that about you both. Absolutely. And I listen, I'm sure my wife and I would love to come and support you on Dubai as well. But that is amazing. Well, listen, I can't wait until you get to Dubai and just continue to, set that goal and set that vision. Is there any other shows that you can think of that you want to be a part of?
Paris Fashion Week.
Uh,
That's a good one.
I
I
love
feel like
it.
once people recognize the colors, they can be like, whoa, look at these models. I've never seen them before. Like, what kind of be like a gift wrap present that they can just open on Christmas? Something unexpected.
Yes, I love it. I love that. Listen, I'm telling you right now, Dubai and Paris, get ready. KENSYEN and KASYEN are coming, and I'm telling you right now, they are coming your way. I'm so excited for you both. I really am, as to see what's next for you. Listen, is there a designer, if you know of any, that you really would love to walk for?
Hmm. And we do have a favorite. Well, not favorite, but just someone that we really like. And it's Lesa Patte. She's just a very good person, great spirit. So that's good. Great
Awesome. Okay.
friend, great designer.
Well, shout out to Lesa. No, so listen, I I follow you. I try to comment as often as I can on your posts, everything you're
We appreciate
doing.
it.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, it's a joy to cheer for you because it's wonderful seeing such a light in you and all that you do. I'm trying to figure out how do you find time for everything, right? You're doing modeling, you're doing photo shoots, you're honor roll students, yes, and you're giving back to the community. You're doing so much. How do you find time to do all of that and still be 13 years old?
You just have to have a clear mental space, know what's coming next. And the secret of being ahead is already getting started. So I always have to stay prepared.
Wow. Wow. Listen, I think you all should write a book because your answers are so uplifting and so strong and um do, do you do you feel confident when you're doing photo shoots, when you're doing the runway? Like, do you feel strong in who you are?
Yes, and hearing the confirmation from people like, yes, you're doing great. That just makes me feel better and gives me more confidence. Our name, it makes me feel like our name isn't in italics. It's in big bold letters in the biggest size fonts that you could possibly find.
They are bold, they are capitalized, they are just phenomenal. I'm telling you, you two are just such an inspiration to so many, and probably don't even know, right? But people that just follow you and are uplifted. So um how do you stay so positive with so much going on? Of course, being 13, you're in school, you're in life. How do you stay so positive?
Being positive doesn't cost a dime. Being negative only hurts others. So I feel like positivity is the best way to cancel out the negative. You just have to find joy in the little things because it can just be the little things that can change your day. So
if if I had a microphone, I would drop it, but I can't drop this one. So, but that is awesome. I love that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Listen, I'm definitely gonna have you back, but you should think about writing a book or doing a podcast, just a voice answering questions about positivity, because you all both are amazing. And I'm telling you, you are changing the world. I don't know if you know that, but you are changing the world. Listen, I read in your bio that you went on the Ellen show. What was that experience like?
wow. Funny story. We actually took a trip to Myrtle Beach and to the Wax Museum. And so we decided to pay Ellen a visit. I'm like, why not? We sat right in that chair. And we had a good talk with him.
Wait a minute, wait. You decide to pay Ellen a visit. Are you in the audience? Are you calling up? Like, you have her number, like, hey Ellen, be coming by?
We sat right in her seats.
Oh, and what was that moment like to have a conversation with her?
Well, her face is frozen. Her face is frozen because she's made of wax.
Oh my,
But it
listen,
still felt real to me.
yes, well, y'all know, right? Wow. Listen, regardless of, all I know is what I love about you both is that every experience, like, you appreciate and you grow from and you learn from. Um, are there any superstars, like any other stars that you would love to meet?
I probably want to meet Tyra Banks and just like ask her how did she get to this? Like I want to know how. Just how like how you do. Like I just want to know how she like got to that level and stuff.
Wow. Well, somehow we got to get you connected to Tyra. Somehow we got to help make that happen. Listen, and I understand that by watching the Tyra Banks show, y'all learned how to smize. Now I've heard that. Now, can y'all smize to me now? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all listen. I'm
Sometimes
telling
I
you.
can't get a straight face, but I know sometimes I just gotta laugh.
No, listen, that was so good. That was so good to be on cue and to know how to do it in the moment. Like, now, tell me the truth. Now, did you all practice that for a long time, or did it just come?
We had to practice it at first because sometimes it was just like a smile, but then like once we got it, it was knelt down and packed. So
Wow, that is so awesome. Okay, listen, do it for do it for me one more time. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, if you are a designer, you need to hire these young ladies. If a photo shoot, runway show, if you are doing a magazine, you're doing a commercial sprint, these young ladies, I'm telling you, make sure you hire them now, because after a while, it's going to be a long line, because they're going to be booked up for months and years to get them to come onto your platform. So listen, I gotta ask you, um, is it still fun to you? Is going on the runway, going to the modeling castings, or going backstage, getting ready, spending all the hours and so, is it still fun?
at certain parts, yes. I mean, definitely waiting in the line and then coming out, seeing your family and friends happy for them. That's the best part, honestly. It's the same little smile I had when we were 4, 8, 6. The ages keep on going, and I just feel like it's the same feeling, like of happy, that overall experience, as I said before.
Awesome, awesome. Is there a part of it that isn't so fun that you're willing to share? If not, it's okay. But is there a part of it you're
The
like,
waiting sometimes, it's definitely
huh?
the waiting when you're just waiting to go on or just waiting
Yeah,
for other events to pass. Maybe if the show's chaotic, everybody's trying to get to a certain place and it just doesn't, the roads don't line up, the roads don't connect.
yeah, yeah. That waiting part can be. Listen, it's been a blessing to be a part of New York Fashion Week for a number of years that I've been, and just to see the lights and to see the runway and see these models just shine. And I know you do every single time you walk. It's amazing. Listen, do you still have the magazine covers there with you? No,
Yeah.
just show up.
This
This
is what
everybody. Number one, this is a cover that KASYEN was on and featured it. Oh my! Listen, I'm telling you right now, they are uh, just getting ready to take over the world. And again, we're so proud of you both. I want to just talk a little bit about acting. Now, tell me about acting and how that came about in your journey.
I mean, acting comes with modeling. You have to make a pose with a face, so it just came naturally, honestly. And all these role plays that I used to do with my sister, just being creative outside, that also helped too.
What 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 is it about acting that you enjoy the most?
It's definitely being with other people, having a connection with them, besides being on the sets, but that's also good. I feel like you get to contrast into what they really do and what they don't do, because I feel like some are only assigned to a certain character while others are not. But I just feel like if you look at the positive, look at their heart and what they're really doing it for, I feel like you can find a lot of information about that.
Listen, I read where you were in an extra for HBO series Lovecraft Country and on the Annie's mac and cheese commercial. What 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 is it like to see yourself on a screen?
And just like I did that, I'm right there. So it is this was the same thing as a magazine. It is a sense of pride. It's like, yeah, I did that. You really gotta take it all in, like, whoa, I'm behind those pixels.
Wow. And so did you ever envision yourself where you are? Like I know you know where you are now, but did you ever, as you were growing up, said to yourself, you know what, sis, we're gonna be on a magazine cover, or sis, we're gonna be in a commercial, or this, like, did you ever say to yourself, this is what you want to do?
For sure. It definitely did come naturally and with modeling. So I mean, naturally I was wanting to be up there. So of course.
Wow. Wow. Listen, I applaud Serena and Venus Williams, but I'm telling you right now, KENSYEN and KASYEN, I'm telling you, you are going to go so far beyond what you even know that you can and what others can even dream and imagine. I'm telling you, there is so many doors that are set in place for you right now that you can't even see. I'm telling you, that's getting ready to open for you. So just continue to do what you do. And I'm just, again, so proud of you. Do you see yourself as a lead actress? Do you want to be like a star lead actress, or not really at this time?
Of course, I mean, of course I want to see myself. If I'm excited to be an extra, I can't imagine how excited I would to be a lead actress.
Oh, that comes with a lot of responsibility though. So are you ready for that?
I feel like I would have to prepare myself to be ready.
Wow, wow.
I
But
was
I love
kind
it.
of stays an extra. Like I can just be the girl who turns around and then she has like a speaking role. And I can be like, yeah, guys, that's me. I don't have to be like the front cover of everything. I can be the subheading.
And you know what, KENSYEN, I love the fact, um, I love the fact that like that the lead part is not for you, right? That you prefer to be like that. And I love that about you, as well as yourself, KENSYEN, the fact that you know what you want to do. Because most people be like, yeah, I want to be lead, I want to be the lead. You know what? But I love the fact that you at 13, you know that, you know what? I'm okay being the extra. Like I want to be that one that turn around like that. You said, show me that move again. Do that move again where you turn around.
I turn around, I have a waistline and stuff.
Yes. Listen, I love that because so many people want to be out front, but don't realize that it's so many more people that make the movie, right? Or make the commercial and do just as well and are comfortable. So I always want to encourage you, like be comfortable with who you are and where you want to be, right? And I love that about you both. So that's amazing
Yeah, I
and
feel like it's
awesome.
always behind the scenes. Like they're also contributing major parts just as the lead would do to the movie.
Exactly, exactly. And sometimes you remember those people that do the little parts, right? More so than the one that does like the big scenes. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I never acted well. I was in some plays here with my mom, but I never was like on Broadway or anywhere. But is that something that you want to do also? Because see, acting like behind camera, do you want to be on Broadway? Have you ever thought about that?
I haven't really thought about that, but I mean, it definitely is a thought. So
Awesome. Well, listen, I know whatever you want to do, you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to do that. And so again, so proud of you. I want to ask you this. Listen, I talked about how you both are so amazing. You're in the beta club. I mean, you're doing track, you're doing all of that. Um, how how do you set your mindset? Like when you go to do something, what do you tell yourself? Like whether it's fashion, whether it's acting, whether it's your schoolwork, whether it's track, whether it's the beta club, do you go in and saying, you know what, I'm going to reach this goal, or you have a goal set, or do you just kind of go in and see where it goes?
and sometimes it's both. It's a little bit of both. Like sometimes I just have to tell myself, you have to do it or I can't do it. Instead of saying, I can't do it, I can't make it. Just like in track, I mean, telling myself like I can't do the 400, run around, and almost on the 200, I start slowing down. I tell myself to push, push, push. You can't stop, and you have to keep going.
Wow, I'm telling you, I'm in awe of you both. I'm in amazement that you're 13 years of age, and I think you're old. I gotta talk to your mother because I think you're really older than 13. But you're so amazing and awesome and inspiring. Listen, I read in your bio where it said that you want to be role models to young girls in your age group. Um, Tell me why that's important to you, and what do you hope that young girls would see in you?
I just don't want to lead them down the wrong path, like as if they're seeing other influences, just like trying to, well, girls now trying to be grown and just should carry themselves in a better way than what like they're being seen to do. We want to lead a better influence than what they're used to, because in their households it may not be the same as in the outside world, because that's when they'll really be paying bills and stuff like that.
Exactly. Wow. And so um, I love the fact that being a role model is important to you and that you understand that. I also understand that you have a dream of having a TV show, your own show. Is that right? How did that come? How did that dream come about?
Seeing other celebrities on their TV shows like Oprah Winfrey, how she can just be her authentic self and then getting paid for it. So we figured we could do the same.
Yes. Yes. Listen, I cannot wait to sit in the audience of your show. Oh my, that is going to be
Come
like
claim your
so.
golden ticket.
Yeah, that's right. I got my golden ticket. Listen, don't bring up. Listen, I love the movie Willy Wonka. The chocolate factory. That's one of my favorite all-time movies. So yes, to have a golden ticket to be on your show, I'm gonna be like, listen, I want a picture with you with your sign in the background and on set. And so I can't wait to that day. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing to see you. And just like they're advertising now, right? I think who's coming out with a show? I think Jennifer Hudson. I think I saw her being advertised without coming by. Listen, I'm going to see the same thing on my phone. It's going to pop up, Kenton, in case. Listen, a brand new show coming out, Kenton, in case. I'm telling you, get ready because it's going to be amazing. Get your platform, right? Get your slogans, get all of that ready now because I'm telling you. And just really quick before I even came onto Hamilton Radio with my own show, I knew I was going to have a show before I even went onto the set to be interviewed by a friend of mine, right? I walked out of the interview with him having my own show. And a week and a half later, I was on Hamilton Radio. So all I'm saying is, listen, keep striving, keep walking in your purpose. And I'm so proud of you. Again, I want to get your autograph. I want to get a selfie with you both. My goodness, so I can have proof that I met you in person. So I'm so proud of you both. Oh my goodness, I really am. So listen, I gotta ask you, do you have any other dreams, like your own, separate and apart from modeling and acting and having your own show? Do you have any other dream that you desire to go for?
Our own calligraphy business, K&K calligraphy. We're trying to like promote it. Like we're thinking of how we're gonna plan it out, but it will be coming soon. So watch out for your phones. For sure.
I love. Now, please, for all of us who may not know what calligraphy is, just give us like
It's
what does
like
that mean?
a fancy type of cursive. Like people usually use it for the weddings and stuff like that. Different
Yes.
events, different promotional events.
I love that. I love that. So I got to make sure that I hire you both for something that I'm working on. So yes, I'm working on an idea. So I might need you. I might need your handiwork and your gift. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay.
fine with
Yeah.
me.
Awesome. Because listen, I'm actually coming out with a fashion magazine. My goal is by the end of this year, and I got the name of the magazine. I'm getting ready to kind of work with some lawyers to kind of get the name. So, but I'm working on like sort of like what the spelling would be like in terms of the look and whether. So I might have to hire you. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Awesome. I love that. I love that. So listen, if you had to describe each other, how would you describe each other?
See, it can be a love-hate relationship sometimes. Sometimes you really love your sister, she's your bestest friend, and then sometimes you just don't want to talk to each other, sometimes have an attitude, but most of the time it's mainly love and then a feeling that you can't describe with words. It's a mixed potion. It has side effects, maybe not sometimes. Just make sure you read the back label.
I love, listen, you two are so, listen, you need to have your own, I mean, you have your own talk show, but you all feed off each other so well, so amazingly and awesome. So, are there any dreams you have that are separate and independent, or are all of your dreams together?
Sometimes, there's independence and stuff, but most of the time I'll be together since like she is kind of my support system sometimes, but overall it's good.
Wow,
I feel like when
amazing.
we come to collectively as a voice, it just like it seems much stronger rather than independent. Like people just may seem like, oh, it's just one person rather than two people who combine to make a big billboard or something.
Wow, wow. Listen, what do you do just for fun and just to relax? So whenever you're not modeling, you're not doing photo shoots and magazine spreads, what do you do just to relax and enjoy?
I probably have to tell myself, my body to like calm down or something. Like, this is your break time, this is your rest time. Like, you should take this time to relax and stuff like that. And in that time, I probably enjoy doing like video games, stuff like that.
Awesome. Well, listen, I'm gonna ask that your mom, I know she's listening and watching, and so I'm gonna ask your mom to come on down and and be a part of
Come on,
our
stage, the price is right.
final segment, to be a part of our final segment here on our. How are you, Miss Reed?
Hi.
Listen, it's such an honor to have you and to have your daughters, and they are just a jewel. They are precious. So I gotta ask you, like always, for parents who have children, and whether it's the acting or the entertainment industry and all of that, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. I wanted to ask you, like, how have you been able to kind of protect your daughters and cover your daughters, and hopefully that they're going to have a positive experience, because not everybody has it, right? They see the glamour, they see the glitz, but don't see what goes on behind with directors and agents and this one and that one. How have you been able to kind of, because they're amazing. I mean, so how have you been able to keep them, in a good space?
Well, for one, God, we pray. You can't start no day off without prayer. So, we ask for the blood of covering, and that God direct their paths and put the right people in their way, in their journey, to where it's not somebody that's going to try to take advantage of them or, do anything to hurt them. I manage their social media pages. So pretty much we don't, knock on wood, we hadn't had the whole trolling situation or whatever. But, one thing I let them know, that social media doesn't define who they are. They're who they are because of how they were born and how they're raised. So, just putting it in that they're their own person. They're their own people. Nobody defines you, but God, the only person you got to answer to at the end of the day is God. So everybody else can kick rocks.
Wow, that's powerful. And it's such wonderful that they have a support system in you and your faith in God, and so much. I love that about you and your family. How have you been able to keep your daughters grounded? Because sometimes when fame, right, they're huge. Listen, I'm telling you, KASYEN, you both are huge in the fashion industry. Like, people know your names. So Mom, how have you been able to kind of keep them grounded? Because sometimes when that fame comes, right, that fame hits, you look at people like Justin Bieber and different ones that kind of the fame hit when they were young, and it kind of went just all over. And, I fear, right, about the protection of the covering, of so much. How have you been able to kind of keep your girls sort of grounded in who they are?
Well, they stay grounded because they know who they are. Again, not allowing anybody to define who they are. They know who they are through Christ, through their parents, through their support system. So they don't have to look for nobody to validate them. And then another thing, we speak positive affirmations. They are beautiful. I am confident. I am resilient. I am protected by the blood. So it's all about what you teach your kids. What they see is what they emulate. So for me, I try to be the role model for them, so that way they can see what a strong female, African-American female looks like. So that way, it'll help them to be productive citizens in this world, whatever they choose to be. But, they know that at the end of the day, it's still KENSYEN and KASYEN. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how much money comes along with it, because money can be the root of all evil. And I let them know, it ain't necessarily all about the easy path there. Sometimes you have to have a challenge in order to appreciate the journey. So, they've been on the journey for a minute, but I can appreciate the fact that it's taking longer because I know God is aligning it. So when He's in play, we don't have to worry about all this riff-raff and all this stuff. We can just walk straight down the path and be done.
All right now. All right. Listen, I'm so proud of your entire family. I mean, I look at your son, and he's just doing amazing in his path, his journey. So it's just wonderful to see your family strong, grounded, faith-based, know who they are. Listen, I'm telling you, KENSYEN and KASYEN, it's wonderful to see you knowing who you are. That is so powerful that no one can take from you. And I love that about you. Continue to grow and just be awesome and strong inspiration. So I want to ask you this, just three more questions, I think, if a young person came up to you, and this wasn't in, so again, if I might give you time to think about it, but if somebody came up to you both and said, I'm having a hard time seeing my dreams. I don't know if I can really, go for my dream or reach my dream. what would you say to them to encourage them to not to give up on their dream?
I would just say your dream isn't always what you see at first. It can also change and as you grow older and mature. I feel like you kind of need to shovel it out. Like what she's saying, you don't always see it. And plus, I feel like I tell them they're anxious about what they dream. So that fear is causing to let them get the better of them. Fear can be a blockage for your dream, but you also just have to let God align your path, just like my mom said.
Wow. Wow. Listen, I can't say more than enough. I applaud you both. You both are phenomenal. Mom, you're amazing. Again, just wonderful and grateful for all of you all. So I want to ask you, is there any more that you want to share with us at this time about your journey, what you've done, what you're planning to do? I give all of you all, Mom as well, the platform. Is there anything else that you want to share with us before we give you opportunity to acknowledge those that have helped you and supported you, and then also to share your social media contacts? But is there more you want to share with us about you that we haven't talked about?
Well, I would just like to say on the record how proud I am of my daughters and the fact that they know who they are. You know, they don't let any type of fame or anything go to their head after all these years of being in it, and that, you know, that they stand strong in who they are. So I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of you. You know, continue to do what you do. Allow God to be first in your life, because without him, we're nothing. So I'm proud of you. So I'm so happy, so happy. But, you know, I'm glad that they are who they are. You know, it's been a journey. It definitely hasn't been easy. You know, as they said, they started when they was 4, when they were waiting in line with their brother Messiah. He was actually auditioning for Charlotte scene. And so to walk by, I was like, can they walk by themselves? I was like, yeah. She's like, well, we want them right now. And so, and that was the beginning of the end. So with that, you know, the aspiration now is just to be able to travel more internationally. Of course, when, you know, things calm down climate wise in the world or whatnot, but ultimately, you know, they work hard. They're smart girls, not, you know, beauty in the brain. So you can't, beauty is only skin deep. You know what I'm saying? You got to be beautiful from the inside out, not from the outside in. You know, you can have the perfect image and be ugly on the inside, and nobody gonna want to fool with you. So it's important that they understand the balance of that. You know, it's not thinking that they're better than anybody or whatnot. So, but yeah, they're good. You got anything?
Well, yes, I do. I feel like this journey has been a lot of growth. Like it's kind of been like a plant, just been blooming and blooming and blooming. When it's our season, we're especially going to grow. You can pour more water on us, we'll bloom. There'll be little sparkles flowing out and stuff.
Anything else you want to share? You want to? Okay.
I'm just grateful for having my family and friends. They definitely helped me throughout the journey when you're feeling down and stuff, not feeling confident. I mean, they just give you the confirmation to do what you do.
Well, listen, I'm going to applaud you one more time. Again, I'm so proud of you both, KENSYEN and KASYEN, and I can't even say beyond. And as I said before the show, whatever I can do to support you in your journey, I can't wait. Listen, I'm writing down, getting ready to go to Dubai. We're getting ready to go to Paris. Yes, we are. And listen, K&K calligraphy. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Get ready, because listen, I want to be a part of the pouring into you in any way that I can to support you to keep growing. Listen, I don't know if you got uncles or how many, whatever, but listen, Uncle Troy is here. So you can contact me, whatever, to support you. And I hope well, first of all, I gotta ask you, is it okay that I be your uncle? Sort of, kind of, sort of.
You're an honorary uncle now.
Okay. So listen, whatever I can do to be a support to you, I mean, really, I'm gonna do all that I can, because I know that there's so much, and you talk about the protector, and so again, you know, as someone who also knows how to pray, I'm gonna definitely do that as well, continually into your lives, and just continue doing more and more what I can do to support you. So listen, is there anyone that you want to acknowledge at all? I know sometimes we don't want to call people, get a little nervous about calling names, but is anyone that you want to acknowledge that has been a support to you? That's I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, awesome. Wonderful. But I'll give you all the platform. If Anyone else that you want to acknowledge at this time?
Anybody who's helped fill my cup, not pour into it and just keep on overflowing and giving that false energy. I feel like people who take away from your cup shouldn't really be acknowledged, because the people who uplift you deserve more recognition than what they do.
I can't say enough about you both. Your social medias, where can people find you? On Instagram?
At KENSYEN_KASYEN on Instagram.
Say it again.
At KENSYEN_KASYEN at Instagram.
On Facebook.
Our Facebook, our Facebook is KASYEN and KASYEN and KASYEN Rebuild.
Awesome. Well, listen, I can't say more than enough. Thank you so much. Is there any more that you want to share before we let you go?
I just want to say thank you for having us. Yeah, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, we appreciate the opportunity, Troy. Honestly, we appreciate you believing and always supporting. As I told you before, you know, you've never been a bandwagoner. You've always been there from day one. So we appreciate you. We appreciate that once you got your platform, you're bringing people on too. So, you know, that's a blessing. And God don't bless no mess. So
right.
Ain't that the truth?
So we appreciate you, and we look forward to the next time when they are writing this book that's going to come up, or setting up this podcast. You know, so now Uncle Troy, now that you have your pinky toe in the water, you can help us out.
Absolutely. Listen, whatever I can do to support you. Listen, you got my number. Just call me, text me, message me, whatever, and I'm going to do all that I can to support both you, the entire family, as best I can. And I'm just grateful and honored to have you both, KENSYEN and KASYEN, on our broadcast. Any more you want to share before we let you go? I give it to one more time.
I'm grateful for thankful for everybody who's been supporting us from day one, or even just along the journey. Like, you've been such a great help to us.
Yeah, and we'll shout out everybody that was able to join the live. We appreciate you supporting, putting them hearts and those emojis up there, giving the algorithm some drive. So thank you for that.
Awesome. Well, listen, as I said before, I can't wait to meet you all in person one day, to get your autograph, to get that selfie, to just talk to you and just see how real and amazing you are. So thank you, Mom. Thank you again, KENSYEN and KASYEN, for this honor, for being on our broadcast. Everybody, listen, let's give it up for KENSYEN and KASYEN. Again, get ready, because they're going even greater. So listen, everybody, this is Marcellus Troy Alexander Inspiration. We're Troy Alexander. We're here every week to uplift, to encourage you to hold on to your dream. As I said in the beginning, our motto is dream, take that step, and walk with purpose into your destiny. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you, Mom. Thank you so much, KASYEN.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.